Okay, hello and welcome back to Professor Layton. Welcome actually to Professor Layton and the Unwound Future, the very last game of the series, or the third game, if you do them all in like the order that they've came out, that they've released, but the last game in chronological order of the storyline. We're starting it right here, right now. Let's do this. Ah, the good system. Okay. No more annoying touchpad where you have to like put in like the number or letter or whatever. Because that was horrible last time. This is a work of fiction. The characters, groups and events portrayed within are in no way intended to resemble those of the real world.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament. You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time. This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future. I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
Which? How? Future? What? Time travel?
My future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course. But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie, yeah, for now it seems that way.
Indeed. And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it. Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Strange letter. A letter from the future. Professor Layton has received a letter from the unlikeliest of places, the future. The author claims to be Luke, writing from 10 years in the future. But how is that possible? I don't know.
It all started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time and generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally, punch holes, or hive gaps, into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step, it is simply a matter of constructing an energy gate.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector.
Show me and Bartle, not for fuck's sake.
Though, it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
I mean, I'm still missing one singular agent here. For the art! Runs off. Oh, God. I'm very sad we're not going to see him again. You know, our friend. I completely forgot his name. That's like the only issue. Grosky. There we go.
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Tap an area to investigate, sure. Well, there's certainly nothing to write home about. So you feel the way, sir. I think it's quite scrumptious myself. Well, as ever saw the chop and bottle with green has nothing on Amelie's cooking. That's your feeling, sir? I'd be happy to relieve you of that, burden. Now see you, Barton. If you don't return my shop to me at once, have you driving your test next week? It'll be worth it. The roast is simply delectable.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there. So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event? Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
Nah.
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Well, I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself.
First see, then believe. Yeah, or first experience, then believe, actually.
And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
Probably.
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
It's a puzzle. Oh dear, this is not going to go over well. You look troubled, sir. Might you be of any assistance? Oh yes, please. You see, I've just received a report of some untoward behavior. Puzzle number 001. Party Crasher. There's no invited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues as to his whereabouts. His table is next to one with a red flower. His tablecloth is different color than any next to it. Oh, and his table is decorated with a yellow flower. Next to it means table is connected by the lines. Take the guard to the intruder's table. Use dice to drag the guard. We're going to touch the touch screen to do a table. When you have the correct table, tap submit. Let's not drag him just yet. Next to one with a red flower. Next to one with a red flower. The symbol is different color than any next to it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and this table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. It's red.
Here's my answer.
There we go. First puzzle
knew it.
correct. Quick, you found the party crasher. Now it's time to let the guard do his job. Splendid work, my boy. Other pick rates. Pick rates are points that indicate the puzzle's difficulty. The more pick rates a puzzle is worth. Tough for this when you submit an incorrect answer for a puzzle. The number of pick rates you can earn. The puzzle decreases, so be carefully before answering. Gathering lots of pick rates. Once you've beaten the game and saved, go to the bonus section and load your game file. From there, you can enter the top screen area where a number of fun extras are waiting for you. The more pick rates you earn, the more content you unlock. Why do I speed through that? Because we've already had it every time. Speeding through it just helps in that sense. Phew, thank you so much for your help. That fellow's mooching days are over. Did you see the professor? I just aided in the apprehension of a suspect. Oh look, the presentation is about to begin. Let's get back to our seats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, sure.
thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor. In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration.
Ooh.
But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Just very slowly gets up.
Is this thing real?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
For the future! No? You also not say Back to the Future, or no? Okay, sure.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time.
Oh!
Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind. Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety. Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Yeah, that's what I read as well the first time.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
Just happened? Something's gone very wrong.
Oh, where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos! The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun have vanished!
My word.
So, you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter? Wait! Maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too!
But no, the time machine broke. It exploded. It wasn't real.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper. Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea!
Missing leader, the missing Prime Minister. Prime Minister Bill Hawks mysteriously disappeared during the time machine demonstration. No trace of him was found, so where could he possibly be now?
Following the clue in the letter, the professor and I set off. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we've ever encountered.
To my dear friend Riddleton.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
Prologue, the clock shop on Midland Road. Well, here we are. The clock shop the letter mentioned should be around here somewhere, but where? This seems like the ideal time to consult the map to complete the letter. Here, Luke. See if you can't find the shop location by yourself. Cinema Professor. That's a puzzle. Puzzle 002, the clock shop. Below is the map of the clock shop that accompanied the letter from future Luke. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle on the letter of the correct building and then tap submit. So use that circle the area you wish to submit as your answer. Once the pointing finger appears over the selection, tap submit. Twelve, 9, 6. So because it's all about time, you're actually going to get a lot of time puzzles. What we just did is 12, 3, 12. Sorry, 12, 3, 12, 9, 6. Just see it as a clock.
Here's
An
the
analog
answer.
one.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
There it is. That explains it. Good timing. The answer is 8. The times indicate the direction you should follow at the intersection and the order in which to take them. For each time, listed the hour hand on the analog clock. The hour hand on the analog clock points the direction you should go at each intersection. Jesus Christ. Great, 20 chip should be a snap now. Let's go, Professor. Alright, but before we head over, let's quickly review how to move about. Care to simply this review, Luke? I know the drill, Professor. I can take it from here. To start, tap the shoe icon. Once you tap the shoe, arrows will appear. Tap the arrow to move in that direction. That's exactly right. So you just remember, whenever you wish to move, start by tapping that shoe. Don't you walk away from me, I've got things to tell you. Important things. Sure. Well, hello there, bright eyes. I can tell from the looks of your face that you're hankering to hear something useful. Alright, here's my parole version. Go and tap the car parked right over there. I did that, it broke. Also got a hint coin. Oh no, it just fell apart. Never mind that, did you see the coin that popped out of it? Like, that's a hint coin, it's yours to keep. If you ever find yourself stuck on a puzzle, you can spend one of these lovely coins to get a hint. Just remember that there's a limit of to the number of hint coins you can find. If you use them willy-nilly, you may find yourself in a pinch later. Hint coins are tucked away all over the place, so if anything that looks fishy, you might find a coin. That's the end of my speech. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing out there. Ta-ta! Okay, there's already 3 hint coins. So how are we going to keep track of our progress? Ah, yes. As mainly could both use a revision on that subject. To start, tap the trunk icon located in the upper right corner of the bottom screen. This will open the trunk, where you can access several useful options by tapping on their icons. This is the save option. Tap this to save your progress throughout the adventure. This is the puzzle index. This option allows you to review puzzles we found during the adventure. Puzzles you solved are marked with a check. Meanwhile, puzzles you found but haven't solved yet are left blank. You can also replay any previously solved puzzle from this menu. However, in order to retry a puzzle you've had to solve, you need to return to the puzzle location. Finally, this is the journal. Tap the journal to review the events of the story. Well put, Professor. Thank you, Luke. I imagine we'll make good use of the trunk during our investigation. Station. No, not again. Can't say I've ever seen you two episodes before. Are you sure about that? I feel like I've met before. Oh, no, you may think of someone else, but enough about that. I got some juicy information you two might want to hear. Station, Frashin, something like that? Oh, you're going to tell us when hint coins, isn't it? To you. The nice woman back there already gave us a full explanation. What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever do get to chat. How can I let someone else give my speech? So I guess what you're saying is that we have met before. I'm certainly not feeling too hot. I better head home. Be seeing you fellas around. This is your place, Professor. Ah, finally. I'll get the door. Huh? It seems to be the matter, Luke. The door's locked. Now how are we supposed to get in? Let me have a look. Ah, of course. It seems we need to solve a puzzle on this door to get entrance. Puzzle number 005, the timepiece. You arrived at the clock shop, but the door doesn't seem to be a way to open the door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice from inside calls out, "Press the panel of the timepiece." Our panel... I know which panel already.
How about this?
That was very obvious.
That's a relief.
Exactly. If you look closer, you'll see an hourglass in the correct panel. Now, look, the door is opening. That did the trick.
Look, over there.
What's this?
Oh gracious, customers. We haven't had any of those in ages, welcome. Good day to you, madam. You have to excuse, but we're not actually at the shop. You see, I received a letter the other day pointing me here. Tee-hee-ho, a letter you say? Let me have a look at it, dearie. Yes, there's no mistake here. Whoever sent you this wanted you to visit our little shop. So you don't know the person who sent out the letter? Unfortunately, I can't say I do, but I do know who you are, Professor Layton. Oh really? And how do you know the professor? Well, it's not hard. It's hard not to know a man who's in the paper so often. And I do so love my morning paper. I read it front to back every day. So of course I know the professor. Heh, did you know, Professor? Further proof that you're famous throughout all of London. Even all the way out here. Hey now, what do you mean all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in a silent tin flats doesn't mean we're not centrally located. So it's quite a surprise to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. I'm going to need some proof where I believe you're not just some celebrity impersonator. No. Puzzle 006, Kneeling Needles. Oh god. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out of this jam, Jerry? There are two threads, A and B. How many needles I just thread A pass through? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's see if I've got this right.
We did it.
Satisfy like a puzzle solved.
You got it. Thread A goes through 10 needles. Counting those needles sure is hard work. No, it isn't. Well, for one, I'm thoroughly convinced you certainly do live up to your reputation. Of course he does. Yes, well, about the ladder. I can't say I've seen it before, but Mason might know something about it. He's out right now, but he should be back any minute. Why not look around the shop while you wait? Well, look at this fucker. Well, can you believe this clock? It's certainly impressive. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to work. Well, there's no shortage of ways to tell me time here. Oh, this reminded me of a splendid puzzle, Luke. Oh, no. Puzzle 007, what's the time? Then the clock fell off the wall and hit the floor. Sorry, all the numbers popped off. What a mess. The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground. But even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell. Let's go around. Yeah, not 9:45. Like, this is the issue. 12:30 would mean it's a bit too far there. Like, it would already be closer to 1 at that point. That would be like here. It seems to be only like a minute over. Actually, I don't know. I felt like 1 minute over, but no, it's not. It's actually a full hour. Like it goes. Like the big one is always like the hour mark, right? Or is that the minute one? I'm not sure anymore. Like I don't do analog clocks. I just don't. Let's assume this is hour and this is minutes. It wouldn't be 3:45. It has to be something like 00 in minutes. It's 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. whatever.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
There we go. And once you know exactly where the hour and is pointing, the rest is pretty easy. Yeah, it was pointing like they're both pointing like these points, like specific points. Not one was over time, so. You know, I've never seen a clock so big up close. It's a real shame it seems to be broken. Was we back soon? Sure. There's each wide variety of clocks in one place. These are extremely well made. Whoever built them must be tremendously talented. Really, how can you tell just by looking at them? Oh, one gains an eye for those things with age, my boy. You know, I have a super puzzle about clocks that seems particularly appropriate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, to try it? No! You better, Professor. No! No more clocks. I'm out of clocks. Puzzle number 008, the old clock. Wait, what? Here's a numberless clock that sometimes has rotated an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally though, and each colored circle on its face reads an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell time is it. Write down the exact hour, it doesn't matter. Okay. But I'm pointing at like the same thing.
this one's as good as solved.
Sorry, but like that simple. They're all pointing at like one in the right space, one in the same space, so... No, done. Yes, the answer is 12 o'clock. The only time the hour and minute hands will overlap on the clock like this is 12 o'clock. So it's impossible to tell if it's noon or midnight. Spot on, Luke. Good work. I think I just heard the doors. Someone's here. There's my husband. Wait till you see this little gem I picked up today, love. Oh my, customers. Welcome back, dear. This here is Professor Layton. He tells me that I had some business with the shop. Layton, you're Professor Layton? My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. No apologies, sir, my good man. Oh, and allow me to introduce my apprentice and the professor's apprentice, Luke. Nice to meet you, sir. Luke, you say? What I mean to say is, those are some fine manners. Nice to meet you too, lad. The name's Cock. Duke, you seem a bit frustrated by our arrival. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no. It's no imposition at all. It's just that I had instructed to show you the biggest clock in action upon your arrival. It certainly is quite a beauty. Pity it's not working. Yes, I plan to give her a tune-up before you stop by, so you can see it in all glory. Now I'm getting on in age, I have trouble remembering to keep the old car in good repair. To be honest, I can't recall where it lost gear cuts, and I've heard that you can't set up the clock for you. Oh well, it certainly makes sense why our arrival might have taken you off guard. Tommy, the baby say you're a learned man. Surely you can figure out where this gear goes, right? Me? Well, I'd like to help, but I'm not a mechanical engineer, you see. Oh, let's give it a try. Don't you want to see our biggest clock in its full splendid working splendor? That's what to do. Very well, I'll give it a shot. We'll do it! Puzzle 009, cock down. You're tasked to make the top and bottom clock clockwise. As shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, what direction should we... okay, sure. Those should go clockwise. Well done. Have you tried this one?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Good
Few things
feeling.
satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Action, the answer is B. If there's an odd number of clocks between the top and bottom clock, then there's two clocks will move in the same direction. However, if there's an even number of clocks between the top and bottom, they'll move in opposite directions. By choosing B, there will be 5 clocks between the two main clocks, so the direction of their rotation will be the same. Oh. That works as well. That did the trick. You stay right here. I'll go start her up. Here it goes.
Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh? What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
Chapter 1. Is this the future? The doors just slammed behind us, and now it's locked. And now it's locked. Well, that's not very polite. This is where we've been shut out. And why does everything look so different out here than just a few moments ago? Honestly, don't know. But seeing as we can't get into the clock shop right now, why don't we take a look around the area? London warped. London transformed. When Professor Layton and Luke emerged from the clock shop, the streets of London suddenly looked quite different. What could explain this baffling turn of events? I don't know. Well, London... Jesus Christ. I know London like the back of my hand, but this area feels quite foreign to me. How odd. Oh, it looks like this door is unlocked. Interesting, let's check in for a moment. Welcome, sirs. Please make yourselves oh my, that hat of yours. Good day, madame. This is certainly a charming cafe you have here. Tell me, when did you get into business? Get into business? Well, I've been running the place for 2 or 3 years. But the cafe itself has been around for much longer. It must be coming up to 50 at this point. I see. I have just one more question if you don't mind. I stopped by earlier and noticed your business was closed. Why weren't you even to open your doors? Closed? You sure you can buy here? I put this place up every day bright and early. It doesn't really get this business right on, but what can you do? As you're like a nice enough fella, let me give you a tip. Lose the hat. My hat? Why would I do that? I'd rather not go into details, but let's say a hat like that could get you in trouble. Well then. Hey there. Oh, hello. Huh? What can I help you with? Never mind, there's nothing really. Why don't you run away? It gets so lonely around here without anyone to talk to. Oh, is that so? I appreciate your concern, lad. Not many youngsters would stop to listen to an old man's problems. Here's a little something for your kindness. Huh? Puzzle! Puzzle 010. What day is it? Even though we're constantly passing through time, sometimes it can be difficult to think about the way the time flows. Jesus Christ. If yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? What? Okay. If yesterday's day after tomorrow... If yesterday's day... Killer, is this making sense to you? Definitely not to me. If yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday... Okay, what is tomorrow's day before yesterday? Tomorrow's day, but before yesterday. What the hell? Because we know my brain is just dead. There goes the first hint coin. Oh, googly moogly. Try using the memo function to try it out. It's a little easy to think about it with... The memo function, wanted to do that. Yesterday or tomorrow is Sunday. What day is yesterday? Friday. So wait, if yesterday's day of tomorrow is Sunday... Like, Tomorrow's day before yesterday is yesterday. See how that works? Tomorrow's day... Let's try Friday.
Here's my answer.
Why was it right?
I knew it!
Well, Friday's the correct answer. It's easy to figure out once you break it down. Yesterday day of tomorrow is Sunday, which means tomorrow must be Sunday, and today is Saturday. Therefore, tomorrow's Sunday's day before yesterday is Friday. I don't get it still, but sure, whatever. We'll just continue on. No, you were right. It was Friday. Well, you're a smart one. A clever lot like you deserves a present. Here. Oh, what's this? A picture book? The very definition of fun. Hi. Oh, well, I'm a bit old for picture books, in case you didn't notice. For one of picture, sure, but this one's special, see? Special? How? Well, if you open it, you notice that the whole page of the book are blank. Thanks? The picture book minigames are added to the trunk. You get a plum tree sticker for picture book 1. The boot for picture... Okay, the man... You need a picture book and sticker small theme. The picture book minigames are added to the trunk. Collect more stickers to restore missing parts of the story. The missing parts of the story in picture book by placing stickers. Top place to open a window, displaying all the stickers you collected for the book. Drag the stickers to location by choosing a sticker on the page. Remove a sticker on the page, slide back to the touch bar, to the bar at the bottom of the touchscreen. Then move to remove all stickers on the picture book you're viewing. Tap the arrows on the left and right sides of the screen to turn the page. The text on the top screen changes automatically to match the stickers you've placed. Place stickers in the correct space to create a story that makes sense. You collect more stickers as you play through the game and solve puzzles. So as many puzzles as you can and try to collect every sticker. There are a total of 3 picture books for you to complete. Each picture book has its own stickers that can only be used within that book. Complete the first picture book to unlock the second and complete the second to unlock the third. Which is actually complete every picture book, something needs to happen. Something to another post. Sure. Okay, sure. That story doesn't make sense to me. We'll continue on. Let's talk to you also. Holy Stilton on the stick. Great. Cheshire on the chimney. Are you? Nah, couldn't be. I'm sorry, have you met before? Yeah, I thought I was in real trouble when I started ahead of yours. Basically, you ain't who I thought you are, but it seems we got nothing to talk about. Beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Sorry. The area seems so familiar as well. I'm sure I've never been here before. Yes, it clearly something is going on there, and that I don't fully understand. Oh wait, I have an idea about what happened. We must have left the clock shop for the next hit. We're only taking a different route away from the shop. No, that can't be right. Think back when we left the shop, Luke. We left through the same door that we used to enter the shop. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, where's you right, Professor? But what else could explain this change of scenery? Perhaps surroundings will shed some light on things. Let's investigate the vicinity a bit more. This place is a mess. The troopy flower even got a bug swarming around it. Not that there, sonny boy. I wouldn't go bat-mouthing at Blossom if I were you. Ah, why someone lurking in the shadows? See, because wherever there are those puzzles, there I am, even if it means standing in the dark. Oh, it's you. Have you met before? No? Well, then allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton. Beautiful? Well, I guess you look pretty good for your age. Watch your words, Luke. After all, we don't want to offend the lady, do we? Even though so many mysteries there are in this world, how many puzzles? Puzzle that tease your brain, puzzle that bend your mind, puzzle that just plain frustrate the heck out of you. Or the living shit out of us, as we already noticed in the stream. Certainly. Whatever puzzle you pass over or leave unsolved has got to go somewhere, right? Where do they go, you ask? Well, they come to stay with me. I have a feeling that's where we're going with this. Or I suppose I should say, they used to all come with me, but that's about to change. What? You want me to tell for my looks, but I'm no spring chicken. Truth be told, I'm getting tired. Oh. I think I've earned my retirement from this puzzle caretaking business. But you can't quit. You mustn't. Without you, what will happen to all the puzzles left behind? So you're saying without me, the two of you will find yourself in a jam? A giant fella jam? And it's for the debonair gentleman in a tall hat. What do you say? I go with my friend here. Hehehe. Yeah, I figured you both say something like that. But don't fret. I'll make sure you're taken care of. How? Hehehe. You just have to wait to see for yourself. But you've lost a few puzzles. Come back here. Everything should become clear then. Now, I know we just met, but you have to excuse me as I'm going on my well-deserved vacation. I may never see you again, so ta-ta, and have a positively puzzly day. Puzzly day? Well, the usual conversation there was. Let's be sure to come back here later. Definitely. Though that book does give me creepy crawlies. What? What is it? I don't know anything. I didn't do anything. I swear. I know nothing. Oh, you're right, sir. You dream of perspiration. May I suggest a calming cup of tea? I apologize for the sweet, sir. For the sweat, sir. I don't get that tea right away. Ah. Well, you should go for a hurry. Have you noticed that a lot of people have been acting awfully nervous around you? I certainly have, though. I can't understand why. Mine in particular seems to make many of the people we've met feel uncomfortable. I don't know why anyone would be afraid of you or your hat. After all, it's not like you go and terrorizing folks around around. Scare people. Maybe people in town seem to fear Professor Layton, but what reason could they possibly have to fear the mild and gentlemanly presser? Does it have something to do with his hat? Leave your team now. What happened to the bus stop? It's in shambles. The bus stop, looks like it's about to fall over. This looks like no one used it in ages. But how can it be? We were out of this a few hours ago, and the stop looked fine then. Look, someone's posted on the side of the bus stop. I'll go to see what it says. Well? I don't understand this at all. What do you mean? The sign says the service on this line has been disconnected. Given the appearance of this bus stop, I don't doubt it. Yeah, but there's a strange part on the dates. The date on this notice is 5 years in the future. What? Look, let me have a close look at it. For fuck's sake, what the hell is happening to my vocabulary? Professor, I just had a sudden thought. Could you possibly have traveled to the future? It shouldn't even got much here to suggest we're no longer in London, we know. Just the same, I believe it's a bit early to leap to that conclusion, Luke. Let's see what else we can find out by exploring this strange place. You looked alright. You wouldn't happen to be Professor Layton, would you? I'm in it, and who might you be, sir? There's the board right now. Here's the warrant. I have an urgent letter for you. Before I go and get over, I need to verify your identity. I've got a puzzle here picked out for just that purpose. So get to solving. The professor's hat. Below your 5 blocks, a key fit them into the shape of Professor Layton's top height without overlapping the piece to living any space empty. You can rotate or flip the blocks. Sure. Okay, so this also works, sure. And I get to this part, which doesn't fit. But this also doesn't work, because now you get this. Now it does. Here we go.
Let's see if I've got this right. Just as I suspected.
Well, no, there will not be any impossible puzzles, but the puzzles are just going to be like very, very hard at times. So those, these five blocks actually spell Layton Japanese. Pretty cool, huh? Well then. Presser. Jesus Christ. Problem sticker, picture book 1. Nice. Alright, I'll go with Professor. Here's your letter. Let's see what it says.
Professor, if you're reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time.
And thank you for saying that it was a good job.
I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it. But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future. I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you. Make your way through town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts. Room 312, Green Hospital, 123 Auckland Lane.